What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Jasmy'S price is pulling back a good bit right now, leaving a lot of investors wondering what is going on and what they can expect next. And so I wanted to give you a quick update, letting you know exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, and much more. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. And guys, don't forget, if you do want to start trading a little bit of Bitcoin, Solana, Sweet, and many more today on all the way up to 500x leverage, you can use that BTCC link down below. If you do use my link specifically on this landing page, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000. This means that if you deposit, say, $4,000, they're going to give you $400 on the spot to start trading with. Whatever profit you make from that $400 is all for you, no strings attached. This is literally an opportunity to make free gains during a bull market on a very good platform. So if you want to go check that out, of course, I will leave the link down there for you, and you can go check it out yourself. Talk about what's happening with Jasmy right now. Let's kind of go over a quick little recap of what's been going on so you can understand a little bit more in depth what's happening today. So of course, what we've been tracking here on the channel for the last couple of weeks has been the fact that Jasmy has finally made the beautiful move that we were looking for up through that golden zone and into some of our Fibonacci extension levels. We were talking about this when Jasmy's price was consolidating earlier this year. If you go look at those videos from like July and August, we were back here and I'm like, there's going to be a time where when Jasmy's price does bottom out, that when it clears that golden zone, that Fibonacci zone, we might see Jasmy try to push up towards, 6 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents. I definitely think that's possible, but only time will tell. And of course, as Jasmy's price did start to heat up, we were noticing that it was crossing and clearing these certain little obstacles and these thresholds. For example, like this little resistance level from right here, right? We saw Jasmy's price run into it, then break above it and back test and go up, and we're like, oh snap, like this is the moment, right? Now Jasmy's starting to finally make the move. And what do you know? I mean, Jasmy's price absolutely pumps up through the golden box, and if you've been on the channel for a while, you know, once you clear the golden box, the door to the green and the blue boxes open up. Now, for more technical terms, this means once you clear the golden ratio on the Fibonacci's, you will typically be able to see a Fibonacci extension up into the 1.272 or the 1.618 Fib extension levels. And that's exactly what Jasmy did. I mean, its price literally cleared the golden box and then went up immediately, directly up to its very first breakout target before now pulling back a little bit. And as Jasmy was going upwards, you can go check the videos, go fact check me on this. I told you, hey, we need to be a little bit cautious now, because once you break these key levels of resistance, the golden box and that previous high and all these things, it's going to open up the door of opportunity that a pullback might happen. We might need to see the RS flip. We might need to see the back test. We might need to see Jasmy's price come back down here to try to find support and then use that support to go upwards. Because I reminded you, right? Bull markets look like this. Okay, over time. The end of a bull market might look a little bit more vertical, but the majority of the bull market will look like this, ups and downs and ups and downs. And so you have to remember that we need these periods in which we pull back a bit to get the liquidations, get the cool downs necessary, allow the bulls to relax a bit before getting that next move upwards. And that's what I've been under the belief would happen, and that's definitely what it's starting to seem like. It's definitely starting to seem like Jasmy is now coming back down and pursuing that higher low to then use to try to continue upwards. And we're actually getting some really good signs today about that I wanted to kind of lay over, or to kind of lay on you and just kind of highlight a little bit for you to check out. So now that you have a good understanding of what's been going with Jasmy and what we're expecting here, let's take a little bit more of an in-depth look at what's going on here on the daily charts and the hourly charts, because it is painting a pretty interesting picture. Now, I will warn you, some of the things I'm about to say now that we're about to move forward a little bit are going to be a little bit complicated and confusing, especially if you're newer to the space. So all I ask from you is, if you are someone who is new to the space and you're just trying to get better at this whole crypto thing, or if you're on the other side of the spectrum and you're already advanced, but you're just trying to add more tools to the toolbox, all that I ask you is to just stick around to the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing over in the Discord server, because all of these lessons and classes and coaches and signals and all of these things that we're providing here are generating our community hundreds of percentages in gains every single day. Even on days like yesterday, where everything was falling, we had members dropping 200, 100, 200, 300% gains on a consistent basis. So again, if you're someone who wants to just get better at this whole crypto thing, all I ask from you is to stick around at the end of the video. So as I mentioned before, now that you're caught up on what's been going on, let's kind of push forward a bit into what's happening now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the 4-hour charts, and what we're going to do is we're just going to assess how this pullback has been going. In yesterday's video, again, we were talking about the fact that as Jasmy's price was getting closer and closer to that previous high that it had put in, that 4.5 cent high, that we were actually seeing some pretty good signs. We were seeing the 4-hour RSI resetting an absolute ton. We were seeing the hourly RSI resetting an absolute ton. We were seeing the Bollinger Band starting to squeeze on the hourlies and on the 4 hours. If we go out to the daily Bollinger Bands, we also notice the fact that our 20 simple moving average was really making a lot of progress up towards us. With this said, of course, we said, look, it's just a good sign. It's a sign that in moments like these, when the price is coming down, the bulls are starting to step in and slow this move down a little bit. They're doing their best to put up a fight so that eventually when this move does run out of juice, the bulls can start to take over much quicker, or quicklier is insane, much quicker, and push the price back towards the upside. So we are actually getting some very good signals even while the market was dumping, and I'm under the belief, honestly, that these signals are continuing today. What we can see is that as Jasmy's price is continuing back towards some of these lower highs, especially back towards that golden box that we broke out of, look at what's happening with all of our indicators. The 4-hour RSI is now officially back into oversold territory, or at the oversold territory, around that 30% threshold. And if I just draw a line across, guys, the last time that we saw the 4-hour RSI this low was right here at the very bottom of the move in November before Jasmy absolutely took off. The very, very bottom of this move. Equidistant, or, you know, in kind of the same distance away from where we are to, of course, that previous drop that we saw back in August. And so what this means is that Jasmy has now been able to reset so much and pull back and cool down so much that it's at the same levels that it'll usually get to prior to a big push to the upside. Now, does that guarantee that just because we saw it bounce off this level and go up like this, that Jasmy is just going to do this? No, absolutely not. I mean, there is an opportunity that we do slow down a little bit, maybe start to go sideways and then use it, or yeah, hell, maybe we just go straight up to it, or quite frankly, maybe it just goes down through it. It doesn't matter, okay? What matters is the fact that as we are starting to hit some of these key levels of support, now that we're finally back at the golden zone, that Jasmy is showing very strong signs of reset. It's showing that the bulls have had their opportunity to calm down. And hell, can you blame them? I mean, the price fell 45%. So of course a 40%, 50% correction is going to be getting close to what I believe to be the bottom of a pullback of this nature. And so because of that, my general thesis here is that the lower Jasmy is going, the more likely it's becoming now that we will start to see it try to balance out and try to push up towards a higher high. And so because of that, and with that in mind, I've actually done a little bit of buying. As I did mention over in the Discord server yesterday, let me get this pulled up for you real quickly, see if I can get it. There we go. If we go to Insights with Tyler, Jasmy was one of the ones that I purchased. Yesterday when the market dumped, I had my team pick up some Jasmy. And if I put Jammy or Jammy right there, but you know, Jasmy. And what you can see here is if we go back out, you know, when I bought that was in the middle of this pullback. And even off of that, we saw Jasmy's price pump 27%. And sure, it's starting to pull back now. That's not the point. The point is that whenever we have these opportunities where the, you know, Jasmy's price is hitting these support levels, it's giving us good bounces already. And so my general thought process is actually that I'm going to be picking up a little bit of Jasmy. I bought a little bit just now, and I did buy a little bit yesterday. And the lower that it goes, the more buying I'll be doing. I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care if it goes down even lower. I don't care if it goes back to 2.5 cents, because the lower it goes, the more likely it is, in my opinion, that we will find that higher low and then try to continue upwards toward 8.5 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents. And that's what I'm trying to take advantage of. That's what I'm trying to capitalize on. And so for me, although Jasmy's price isn't fun and its price pulling back another 20 or 30% wouldn't be fun, I am welcoming of it. Like I said yesterday, let it die, let it shrivel up and die. If it's going to pull back for the next couple days and burn, let it. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be gone forever. I'm not under the belief that this bull market is over. And so my whole game plan is to be buying in moments like these and buying when the market's ugly so that I can take advantage of those pumps that should inevitably come. Now, I will let you know, there is a chance that I'm wrong. There is a chance that the bull market's over. There is a chance that all this collapses and that this is the end of the run. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm just going to be a bag holder, and it just is what it is. I had to do that a little bit in 2022. I'll do it now if I have to, because I'm just sure, I'm almost certain that this isn't the end of it all. And so if it's not the end of it all, why would I not be buying now that we are getting towards the bottom of this, 40% correction to the downside and running into some major levels of support? And so that's my general thesis. Although it's pulling back and although it's scary, I do believe that the long-term outlook and the macro outlook of this is going to actually be pretty damn bullish. And I am looking forward to seeing if Jasmy can hold up some support and continue upwards. So as we do continue to venture lower, I will continue to update you as it is playing out, letting you know if we're seeing bullish or bearish signals and kind of what that implies to me. So if you have been enjoying these style of videos, please, of course, don't forget that I do post videos about Jasmy, hopefully 5 or 6 times a week. And I will continue to update you about this as it does play out if you want to turn on those notifications when you do subscribe. Now, Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you were somebody who's just simply trying to get better at this whole crypto thing, what I want you to do is check out the Discord server. Now, in order to get access to the Discord server, guys, it is the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper, either $17 a month or $5 a month. And when you do sign up over on Patreon, in that link down below, you're going to get access to this Discord server, which comes with Insights with Tyler, where I give my thoughts and ideas and insights about things. Sometimes when I'm buying and selling, changes to my portfolio. Sometimes it's just general advice on things that I'm seeing in the market. You get daily technical analysis on your favorite cryptos every day. You get fundamental analysis on the actual market itself. We have 2 teams of professional traders who are posting their buy and sell signals every single day. And remember, these are pro teams. So all of they're living their livelihood in order for them to eat relies on them making good trades. So you can learn directly from them and see the things that they're doing. We just had Pro Trade Team 2 knock in a 136% gainer this morning, which was sweet. We have this exclusive show, Crypto Vault Live, every single day, Monday through Friday at 12, where Crypto Moses takes you through the market exclusively just for Discord members. We have premium classes on things like the Bollinger Bands, the Fibonacci, bull market investing. We have live workshops with coaches. We actually have one in 5 days, I believe. Yep, 5 days on December 15th, where we're going to be going a little bit deeper into altcoin investing. We have beginners courses on things like technical analysis for beginners, leverage trading for beginners. These are 30-minute long classes, guys, that go through all the basics. It has vocabulary, cheat sheets, 18-page presentation, 20-page presentations, all types of stuff. And then tips with Tyler, which are just these little 2-3 minute long videos on random things, such as how I take profits, setting up my Fibonacci's, and much more. Now, on top of all of that, you have access to the community, where premium members can ask questions directly to myself and some of the other 6 coaches in the server who answer them every single couple hours. And then, of course, all of that has been contributing to building a community that is printing gains, because our whole goal is to cultivate a community of people who are trying to just get better at crypto. So all of these lessons we're teaching are developing into strategies for people, and these strategies are printing them. Hundreds of, this is just yesterday, on a terrible day like yesterday, people were still printing hundreds of percentages of gains. And that just goes to show the resiliency of the server. And so if you want to be somebody who is elevating like all of these people are, we have over 700 members just within the last month. So if you want to become part of that and you want to start printing some gains yourself, again, all that I ask from you is to just go check out that Discord server down below, because it is the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper. And I think that's great value. So of course, let me know what you think down below. And if you have been enjoying these videos every single day, 8, 9 videos a day, please do let us know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. But I do have a couple more videos planned for today, so make sure that you stay tuned for those, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.